Hi guys, welcome to the Citizen channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Please, if you are new to this channel, please push that subscribe button. We do everything City, past and present here on these little vlogs, so I do try and inform and entertain, and there's some links on screen as well for Facebook and Twitter where I do post loads of City stuff. So if you follow a friend me on there, I do check every few days and follow and friend everyone back. And if you do get a chance, please have a check out my film and TV channel as well, which I try and inform and entertain on there, and all the latest films and TV drama here in the UK and from around the world. So if you can check that out, that will be fantastic. Anyway, hope you enjoy today's feature. Right, welcome to this little special tribute of my is a regular feature now, my City number 9s, and it's a look at a gentleman called Johnny Williamson, who sadly passed away on the 27th of August 2021 at the age of 92, and he was at City from 1949 to 1955. He was a Manchester lad and a City fan as a kid, so what more can we say? I think his dad actually played for United very briefly as well, but we'll forgive him that. He was a City fan, like all us Manchester lads, of course. He was on the books of both Manchester City and then moved to Blackburn Rovers as a professional. And he was a regular at the ETIHAD up until about 2019 when he moved away for family reasons. Please follow the links. There's some links on here for an excellent piece, an interview that's featured in this programme here with Johnny by Dr. Gary James back in 2003. Please read this free-to-read piece on Gary James's Football Archive page. So if you have any trouble, just get in touch with me. But all the links will be through his Twitter page as well, Gary James. And if you are a programme collector like myself, you will find this full interview printed in the Manchester City Matchday programme for the 22nd of December 2003, which is what this is, for Manchester City against Leeds United. So have a look at that if you want to read the wonderful interview in full by Dr. Gary James with Johnny. He was born on the 8th of May 1929. And City was Johnny's first club after national service. Yeah, they all had to do national. They all had to do national service, and obviously after the war, etc. And he made his first team debut on April Fool's Day 1950. A 4-1 loss to Arsenal at Highbury. Although he would wear the number 9 latterly at City, his first handful of games for City would wear another famous number, of course, a number 8. Frank Swift was in charge of the reserve team that time, and he was sort of one of the main instigators of sort of trying to convert Johnny from a number 8, from an inside forward, if you like, to a number 9, a centre forward. And obviously it was Frank Swift who actually helped him sort of change that little bit. Even though it's only one position across, it's a big difference. He would feature at number 8 in 2 more games that season, a 3-0 loss at Wolves, and he made his first team home debut at Main Road in a 2-1 win over Sunderland on the 15th of April. Sadly, as you may know, City will be relegated that season along with Birmingham City. His only 3 first-team appearances in the 49-50 season were followed by 6 in season 50-51, where he would wear the number 9 shirt for the first time in a home game, a 1-0 win against Blackburn Rovers on April the 7th, 1951. Happily for Johnny, though, and City, we bounced straight back into the First Division, finishing second to Preston that season. He will finally get his first-team goal in a 3-1 victory against Derby at the baseball ground on the 8th of September 1951. And he had a run of 8 games then before returning to the reserves, which is where he spent quite a lot of time. He would feature in 15 games, scoring 3 all away from Main Road, though. To add to that baseball ground, he also scored at Villa Park and Anfield, so that's not too bad. It's not too shabby, is it? So the 52-53 season, where City just survived in finishing third from bottom, saw his most appearances. Yeah, he played 19 league games, and he went on to be joint top scorer along with Billy Spurdle on 11 goals. They both scored 11 goals. And he also scored his first FA Cup goal on January 10th, 1953 in a 7-0 hammering over poor Swindon Town in round 3 of the FA Cup. And his first Main Road goal in the first team, there we go, came on November the 1st, 1952. but sadly it was in a 5-2 defeat to Sunderland, but hey, I'm sure he was happy to score it anyway. In 1953-54 he found his first team appearances limited once again after that good season, making only 7 appearances and not scoring any goals. But in 1954-55, Johnny took no part in the cup run that took City to Wembley. But behind the scenes, he'd been influential, in what was to become called the R.I.P plan. He had no idea that it was to be his last season at City either, 54-55. During the previous season, Williamson was playing in the reserves when a new tactic was tried out, inspired by the Hungarian team, which had beaten England 6-3 at Wembley a couple of years previously. Williamson was deployed as a deep-lying striker, all these false nines at Pep, we know where we got them from, don't we? And a deep-lying striker in an attempt to draw the opposing centre-halves out of position. Ken Barnes was very pivotal to the plan working, and when the first team actually tried it without him, it was a pretty disastrous and unsuccessful, to be honest with you. He was the key player as well. It wasn't just a matter of a plan, it was the players that were in it as well. The tactic worked well, and for the start of the 54-55 season, the first team began to use the tactics. As I said, not so well when Mr. Barnes wasn't playing, but otherwise. Don Revie was actually playing Williamson's role as for the first team. Don Revie was playing the deep line forward. And of course, on occasions when Revie was unavailable through injury or other things, Williamson actually played the role, and he had actually made 9 appearances that season and actually notched 4 goals as well. But to say because he was the one doing it in the reserves, obviously he actually got that chance to do it in the first team as well. Of course, with Revie, the preferred number 9 that season, and Bobby Johnston also in the wings. It was a blow to Johnny. He didn't want to leave, but when City moved him on, and his last appearance for City was a 3-0 win against Wolverhampton Wanderers in front of over 50,000 at Main Road. And yes, he did score a goal. Of course, he did. That final season at City, he'd made 9 appearances and scored the 4 goals. His move to Blackburn wasn't overly successful. It didn't quite work out. He only made 9 appearances and scored 3 goals in 3 seasons. So not great. But then he came back to Hyde United, to play for Hyde United in the Cheshire County League. So he did come back to the area. So in total for City in the league, he played 59 times and scored 18 goals. That's not a bad return. In the FA Cup, he just played the 3 games and scored 1 goal. Interestingly enough, Tommy Doyle tweeted on hearing of his death. Obviously, young Tommy Doyle, he said, "It was very sad news. John always looked after me as a young kid at the games. He will be sadly missed." I think we all echo that, Tommy, the people who knew him, Johnny Williamson. So there we have it, a City number 9 that, despite limited appearances, had a pretty big influence, didn't he, on the famous 55 Cup run, where we did get beat, but also, of course, it passed over into subsequent years, and sadly when Johnny had left us, into 1956, when we actually did win the FA Cup. So there you have it, Johnny Williamson, a City fan. A City fan who got to play for the club he supported, a dream we all have, don't we? And he got that chance to play at Main Road and many famous grounds throughout his career. I'm sure all City fans will share with me in sending our love and condolences to Johnny Williamson's family and friends at this sad time. Johnny Williamson, 8th of May 1929 to the 27th of August 2021. A City number 9. Rest in peace, mate. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, blues.